3D audio is going to be a game changer in the world of
Sony
video
has
games. I'm pretty sure Tecmo Bowl has a speed run.
Hello and good morning. Welcome back to the Most Elite Podcast. Today, we're just going to talk about the DC Fandome 2021 event. Now, for fans of the channel, you know I covered the DC Fandome last year, which saw announcements that we were excited for, such as Matt Reeves' The Batman, the Suicide Squad video game, and I think one other thing that we really touched on last year. And it's really funny because this episode will pretty much be a redux of that episode, only because the big announcements are the exact same. We got a new trailer for The Batman, which, by the way, is the trailer. Whoever cut that trailer, this person or persons, they deserve an award. The trailer is fantastic. And I think I said the same thing about last year's trailer. Last year's trailer really set up a tone about this movie. This new one just exploded it. Like, if last year had the training wheels on, this one took them off. So it's fantastic. And we have the Flash got a teaser, the Ezra Miller led Flash vehicle that explores the multiverse. Michael Keaton returns as Batman in that, so that's very, very exciting. Black Adam got a teaser. This is a passion project for Dwayne Johnson. He's been trying forever to get this movie going and started. He desperately wants to fight Henry Cavill's Superman, and I do believe that studios will pull their heads out of their asses and let him do it, because it's going to be a lot of money to be made in that movie. Of course, Suicide Squad got a story in quotes trailer. I mean, what can I say? It's not gameplay. So I'm going to type a little bit here, but it's not gameplay. So I'm a little disappointed about that. But the story trailer, it's a Suicide Squad game. What can you do? I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I need to see gameplay. That's the sad thing. Like, without gameplay, you really are just guessing, So I don't know. Deborah Wilson is Amanda Waller, which is awesome. She's a fantastic actor. She's been in so much stuff that I love, and it's so cool because the last game she was in that I know of was Fallen Order Jedi. She plays Seer, and I was like, oh man, she's so cool. So now she's Amanda Waller. That's an iconic role to step into. So that's really exciting, and I hope it plays well. I hope it's good. So yeah, we're pretty much going to talk about those things. I mean, there was a lot more, like Naomi. It's a comic book from 2019 or whatever. It's getting a live show. I feel like DC's just like, all right, look, DC has so many fucking properties. Let's do the DMZ is getting a live action show. For those of you who don't know what DMZ is, it's a comic by Vertigo. It's a DC brand. It's pretty much about the next American Civil War happening here. Without giving anything away, go read it. It came out in 2006, I think. It's pretty good. The art style is crazy. So, I mean, there was a lot announced that was already announced. Like, we didn't get new announcements. Like, me, personally, I was hoping for, like, to lower the stage lights, and, like, the big screen, it's black, and you just hear dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 right? And like the House of L symbol like slowly emerges from the blackness of the screen, and then it's just shining there, and then maybe boots and a cape sort of float down, and that's all they give us. And then it's like Superman 2023, right? Like, I was like pleading for a Superman game, but it just seems like we're never going to get another one, and that's really depressing. I feel like the world needs Superman more than ever. But, oh well. Sad. But yeah, I mean, aside of that, it was a cool event. Had a lot of cool stuff that hopefully will be exciting. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom had like a behind the scenes trailer. Shazam and the Fury of the Gods had a behind the scenes trailer. Or just showed the actors acting and green screens and stuff. Lucy Liu's in it, Helen Mirren's in the new Shazam. I might actually see it just because I love both of those people. I think they're both amazing. So I think, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. There's an Aquaman cartoon that looks silly that I'm not going to watch because I don't really care about TV, even though it's on HBO Max. Although, I will say, the Batman the Cape Crusader, I might watch that. That looks interesting. Still no trailer yet, just still people talking about it. But, Blue Beetle was there, but not, we didn't get a trailer, but it was talked about. So, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Patty Jenkins yet again showed up and talked with Linda Carter about it's Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. So it was. Wonder Woman is such an impactful character. So, obviously you have the traditional Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. Patty Jenkins is the director of 1 and 2, the new ones. And there was no trailer for Wonder Woman 3, but she did confirm that she's working on it. So that's something. I haven't seen Wonder Woman 2. I've been meaning to watch it. Just, if anything, just for Pedro Pascal, But no, I haven't seen it. I saw the first one, but haven't gotten around to watching the second one. I don't even know if I'm going to at this point, to be honest. Anyway, I think that's long enough of an opening. Let's talk in detail about one or two of these things. Let's start with the Batman. The Batman. Matt Reeves, the Batman. Alright, so this is like a year 2 story for the Batman. He's not just starting, but he's not developed yet. I talked about it in the last podcast about this last year. He's sort of a Batman who hasn't learned to temper his anger just yet, so he's pissed. And he's brutal. The trailer has a level of intensity there that's just, it's crazy. This Batman is intense. So there's a scene in the trailer where this goon is shooting the Batman with a handgun, it looks like, and obviously it's bouncing off because it's bulletproof. And he grabs this goon, slams him against a metal pole and tases his neck against this metal pole. He has a taser in his hand, and he's tasing this guy against metal. And then when he's done tasing him, he just sort of forcefully throws him to the ground. And I'm like, man, this Batman, he is not having any of it. He's just a brutal man. And I think that's a really cool take on Batman. We've seen it before, but on the screen, I think it's really, really cool to see how this forceful Batman, obviously he's still a detective because he's solving crimes. He has all these riddles from the Riddler. It just looks really interesting, There's another scene in the trailer where these two guys are just unloading SMGs into Batman's suit. And it's the dark, so they can't really see him, and the bullets are bouncing off, and it's creating muzzle flare, bouncing off of his suit, and he takes them both down, and it's like, yeah, Batman really would wear bulletproof stuff, wouldn't he? I know there was a while back, there was a movie, sort of like how Star Wars Visions is, where it was Batman, but it was a whole bunch of different directors. And one of them was he had this literal force field around him when bullets are bouncing off of him. And he didn't use it. He told Lucius Fox that he didn't want to use it because it put others in danger, and it has to only be his life. Very noble. But it reminded me of that. And I wonder if something similar will happen in this movie where, he is like that. He's using the bulletproof suit and everything, and then, it bounces too far and hurts a civilian. And he's like, oh, maybe I'll change the suit. Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz, is year 1 Catwoman. So there's a scene where she's wearing the costume, the dancer costume. She has a gun. That scene is directly from Year One, where her pimp, or the pimp of her girls, her friends, brutalized them, and she's fed up with it, so she goes to kill him. Fuck him. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, that's clearly Year One Catwoman, so this has to be a Year Two deal, or maybe it's a flashback to Year One with her. I don't know the situation in that scene. There's no context in that scene, but that scene's from Year One. But I know this is Year Two. So we'll see. But her outfit looks good. There's a quick shot of her on a motorcycle, her interacting with the Batman, pondering about who he is under the mask, and then her jumping off of a fucking skyscraper. I guess she has a grappling hook. There's a very cool scene where Batman jumps off of one too, and his shit's exploding. It's very cinematic. The trailer is very well done. The dialogue in the trailer is very well done. It draws you in. It looks very interesting, and I do hope it delivers. I mean, I'm going to see it. It's a superhero movie. I love superheroes. So, we'll see. I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good, man. Because, yeah. I would hate people to not like it. I don't know. I didn't even make it, but it just feels bad. The Flash was next. I mean, it's a minute teaser, so there's really not much to get from it. It shows Ezra Miller as the Flash, and also Ezra Miller as a different Flash in a different universe. What's her name? Sasha Kyle as Supergirl. She's there, and they're all in the Batcave talking to presumably Michael Keaton Batman. It looks like him from the back shot of him, and they're talking about something. They asked him if he's in, and he doesn't respond. And then there's a Batmobile there that Barry's like cool, I mean, hey, hopefully the movie's good. The Flash is a cool part of the Justice League movie, even more so of the Snyder Cut. So I do hope the movie is good. I'm gonna see it, so we'll see. It's a lot of we'll see this time around. It's because none of these things are coming out immediately, so we have to wait and see. There's really nothing else we can do. It's kind of a bummer. We got, last but not least here, the things I'm going to talk about. This episode will be probably a lot shorter. Oh, snap. Hold on a minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. It's just a moment for you, but not for me. And yeah, I mean, the Flash trailer, I mean, if you can call it that, it asks a lot of questions, but it doesn't answer any of them. I mean, it's Ben Affleck's Bruce talking to the Flash, presumably asking him why he stays in his universe to fight when he can go into any universe. He can just leave whenever he wants. And we see the Flash sneaking up on some woman. No idea who she is. Perhaps his mother in a different time. We see the Flash with the traditional golden boots. We see the Flash symbol being painted on a suit. We see the Flash ring, the traditional ring from the old comics where his suit would shoot out of it and he would run and turn into it really quickly as a transitional device. As I said before, we see him with a different Flash and Supergirl in a Batcave with Michael Keaton's Batman, presumably. We see a body next to a bat suit. I mean, it's just a lot of questions, and there are no answers. Maybe the full trailer will have some answers, but there are none currently. It is just in production, and we'll get it when we get it. I mean, honestly, there's really not much to talk about there. I wish there was, because this movie almost got canceled all these times, and Ezra Miller, and they're gonna do something else. Also, I think it's being made by Andy Muschietti, who did Stephen King's It, did the fantastic It reboot. So, I'm sold already. That guy's great. Him and his wife's production company, I think they did that first and second movie. So, it's fantastic. I think I pronounced his last name wrong, but I've never heard it said. I've just seen it written. So, I don't know. yeah, there wasn't much else there that I cared about. You know, I cared about Naomi. Static is getting a live action show, so that is amazing, and it'll be getting a new animated show. I've been reading Static season 1 since the reprint or redo or whatever they're calling it, reboot. It's awesome. So I mean, there just wasn't much there for me to super get excited about this year like last year, because I mean, it's not really big announcements, man. I don't know why I'm expecting big announcements anymore from stuff. I really should just expect like this drip feed stuff. That's just sort of what we've been getting. Suicide Squad game. I think I already talked about it, but without gameplay, I can't judge it. It's just a whole bunch of trailers so far. We do see more of the infected Justice League. Clearly, they're Brainiac infected. The Superman, the Flash, Green Lantern all make an appearance in the trailer, as well as Wonder Woman. In the trailer, Wonder Woman is fighting Superman, so it is presumed that we do get a cure for whatever ails them, and the first one we cure is perhaps Wonder Woman. Or perhaps her mind was never taken by Brainiac. Maybe she was off-world, or when it happened, or however it happened, and then she helps the Suicide Squad fight her old teammates. Whatever the case may be, there's no gameplay. I have no idea what sort of game this is. It's just a whole bunch of trailers with characters we recognize. That's not enough for me. I love Superman, but this isn't his game, so I don't really care so much. He's in it, and he's a villain in it. And it's like, boy, that's tiresome. So I don't know. Again, maybe they'll give us some gameplay next year, or at the Game Awards. December's coming. The Game Awards normally does have really big announcements. So maybe at the Game Awards, we'll get to see some gameplay of the Suicide Squad game. Last but not least, before I end this episode, Gotham Knights. We finally get a story trailer for Gotham Knights. And surprise, surprise, the main antagonist are the Court of Owls. Awesome antagonist. The 2012 Batman run with the Court of Owls, it's probably the greatest Batman run ever. Probably. Maybe. It could be argued. But it sticks to everyone's memory because it was so good. And it captured that old noir feeling he used to have, like the detective feeling. It captured the fear of what it's like to be hunted. And in this case, Batman was being hunted by the Court of Owls, the Talon. The Court of Owls assassin. Their immortal assassin, the Talon. So I think that game has amazing potential. I'm excited for it. I was excited from the first trailer. I just want to use Red Hood. I want to go around shooting bad guys with the Red Hood, you know? So it looks really fun. So we'll see. And that one has gameplay. They showed gameplay a while back. Showed in this trailer. A whole bunch of villains making an appearance. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this year of DC stuff coming. It's next year, 2022. But hey, look, we're almost at the end of the year here. We're winding down. Halloween's right around the corner. Then we're gonna have Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and these are the things that signify the end of the year. Boom, we're next year, and then we'll have a full slate of stuff. Hopefully, new stuff. Hopefully, can never tell nowadays. But anyway, that's the episode this time around. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for liking and commenting and subscribing if you have done those things. And if you haven't, give them a try. They're really fun. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.